Get this going. Oh man. What's up, Bomb Squad? This is DC KOOLAID and Leilani. Look like she just moved her lips. It's Leilani. We coming with a real talk about a situation we need to get off our chest. We was looking at somebody live stream last night, and it was bad. It was real bad. So what's up, Hazel? I ain't seen you in a minute. So we wanted to come live to talk about this topic. The topic is, did I put a topic in it? I don't even know what I put in there, but it's just a topic about, you know, what people, their thoughts. Your thoughts and opinions can confuse. Yeah. All right. All right, let me get on here, turn this up. Leilani, say something so I make sure I can hear you.
Something.
Why are you so low? Say something again.
Hold on, let me turn my mic back up. Because when I do bingo, I have to turn it down. But I'm using my earbuds. So.
Yeah, you going up some now. I don't know if you just got a little louder, but okay. You was extra. Now. You was extra clear there.
Is it still clear?
Yeah.
Okay. I turn the volume back up.
All right. So we got a topic. If you want to get on the panel and chime in with us, we welcome you to come up here because we need your input after listening to this lady talk, And if you're not familiar with Queen Naija, that's her mom and her sister. Queen Naija is her mom and her sister talking in this. So we listened to this on somebody else's YouTube channel, and it was like we just turned it off because we ain't want to hear no more. We ain't want to hear no more. So I wanted to share with you guys, get y'all input, from a straight and a gay perspective. So hold on, let me pull this up. How's that right there? All right.
Hey, Hazel, Shamita, Lexi.
I was just trying to let the room, people come in the room before I start playing it. So like I said, if you want to get on a panel, this time to come up on the panel and chime in as we go. And then Lisa gonna get her input. Y'all know when Lisa she gonna get her input, y'all gonna have to listen clearly. So let's go ahead and start this off. We got 16 people in the live stream. Make sure y'all hit the like button and share this video. But like I said, if you want to get in and we want to hear what you have to say, because it's a lot. I'm just gonna play some of it, and then it's gonna be broken in half, so to get your input in what they say. Okay, so here we go. Let me turn it up.
Channel and different other things, but we want to make sure that we're going to keep it respectful, but we just voicing our opinions, no harm taken, no harm done, but just certain topics Tina wanted to talk about tonight that she feels need to be addressed and talked about. So we go start you off, Tina.
So by me, used to being in the gay community, it was a lot of things that was me. It was a lot of things that the LGBTQ community had, as I would say, I feel tried to shove down people's throats, try to make them like everything, as in, nowadays society is a lot of, gay stuff, that's going on in the little kids' cartoons. I feel like, I just feel like they're not at the age yet. I feel like you should let them find that out on their own. It's just you know, you're forcing stuff down people's throat, or if people don't agree with the gay community or certain things that they do, they're automatically canceled. And it's just like, okay, you know, to each his own. Y'all gonna do what y'all do, but you don't have to force it down everybody's throats. Everybody doesn't have to like what you do. And it's just like, if some people are forced, like, you know, for instance, the baby, like how he got canceled for saying what he had said, and he lost out on $3 million. It was a lot of, you know, brands and stuff that he had lost out on.
What did he say?
He basically has said something about HIV and AIDS. I forgot, but it was something pertaining to the gay community. However, he probably shouldn't have said it how he said it, but at the same time, you know, it's his opinion. It's not up to y'all to cancel somebody and stuff like that. Y'all cancel people too much, and I just feel like it's just, he shouldn't have been canceled for something that he had worked hard for. He worked hard for his career. So,
all right, so that part right there. Man, where you go?
I hit the wrong thing. I'm trying to be.
She hit the wrong button. So based on this little part right here that we just, all right, boss lady say the baby comment was out of place.
Right. Hold on. I'm coming back. That's why I want to stop right
All right. Hold on. Let me turn my mic.
No, that's me. Yeah.
Hello? Hey, yeah. You got to turn it all. You got to, yeah. Okay. I am trying my best to not be as aggressive as I can be with my words. My problem with this particular comment, other comments that were made, and they're just actually representations or examples of my issue. It is not that the baby said anything about AIDS or HIV. It is how he said it. It is what he said. And it was him doubling down on the derogatory, inflammatory, and just rude comments. If you're going to be in the public eye, if I say something off the wall about a group of people and I say it the way he said it, I expect people to come back and say something to me. I know that I'm starting something. However, I don't have $3 million to lose. This 25 cents that I get on YouTube, you can get. So if you know you have that much to lose, then you don't say that somebody was performing fellatio in the parking lot and that's why they got AIDS. That's what he said. But he didn't say it like that. I said it like that because I can't do a lot of cussing today. So I'm going to use my cuss words sparingly, but I'm going to use them when they need to be because I can't. The one I can't contain, those are when I'm going to use them. I can contain them right now. My issue is this, and we'll go on into the video. My issue is this. When you speak about a subject, when you give your opinion about a subject, when you speak on a subject, make a video, not just speak upon a subject, but make a video about the subject. Please let the subject mean something to you other than I used to be gay. I can speak about Black women. I can speak about mothers. I can speak about daughters. I can speak about sisters. I can speak upon straight because I was for a very long time. I've only been out 10 years. I can speak upon my personal experiences about other things. However, if I'm not in the community, I can't speak on Native American affairs because I'm not in the community. My thoughts and my comments and my concerns are irrelevant because it doesn't affect me directly. I can't speak upon the Chinese American affairs because that's not my ethnicity or my heritage. I can't speak upon anything that I was not raised in or know. I don't even speak about stuff I know about if it doesn't affect me. If it is just an opinion I have on something that has nothing to do with me, that's just my opinion. But I'm not going to speak about an entire group of people when I'm not in that group of people. And here's my issue. in a nutshell with that video and others and people that do that. If it ain't about you, stop trying to make it about you. If you used to be gay, you can't speak on the gay community, and your thoughts, your concerns and comments, questions, or anything are irrelevant, especially when they're derogatory. If that's not your lifestyle, that's cool. Don't nobody want to make you do anything you don't want to do. However, when you insert yourself into that, then you have to be ready for the consequences. And herein lies the problem. And here's what I've been speaking on and what I will continue to speak upon. There are consequences to your actions. If you know that in this day and age, if you say anything derogatory about someone, you say it out loud, people are losing their jobs. People who used to hide in the shadows, white supremacists, things like that, are losing their jobs. Anti-vaxxers are losing their jobs. Children are being put out of school because of what they say and what they do. There are consequences to your actions. If you know that it is a certain climate, I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the baby. I don't care if you're Beyonce. You know that your words carry weight because of who you are. Then there were consequences to his actions. Now, these two getting on here, I don't know them. I don't know their struggles. They just happen to be a representation of a bigger problem. They're not the problem. They're just a representation of the bigger problem. People inserting themselves into situations that they don't belong because it's not about them. But I will speak on one thing the young lady said about people forcing, for lack of a better term, the gay agenda on children and others. Now, before I came out, I don't remember any pamphlets. I don't remember any leaflets. I don't remember anybody calling me on your phone, asking me, have I thought about being gay today, like they do with your car warranty, or have I taken Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior? I don't remember none of that. I don't remember nobody knocking on the door. Have you been gay today? I don't remember any of that. I don't remember anything. Now, I could be wrong. I'm old and my mind is not bad. I smoke weed, so I could have been to miss that part. I could have missed the part where they were going door to door selling gay. Don't remember that. So I'm not, hey, when you say you forcing something on, I don't remember. Now, things, homosexuality, the LGBTQI plus, they're getting more out. And now children can see a representation of themselves in places that they didn't see before. Children can see a representation of their parents in places they didn't see before. Because before, that's just like when it was just that's just like when Black people had no representation in entertainment. When you went to a movie or you turned on a television show and nobody looked like you. It's very hard for that change to come around. And now they're inserting the gay community into the entertainment, into media. Now people get to see representations of themselves. It is not you can't forcing your sexuality on somebody is no different in the heterosexual community than it is in the homosexual community. You don't force your way of thinking onto somebody else ever. You should never do that. Now, and it kills me when people say that. Millions of children, well, let me say thousands of children have killed themselves because they were gay. Thousands of children were put out of their homes because they were gay. Thousands of children have had to hide who they are from the people they love because of the reaction that the people they love would, because they assumed that if they were who they were and really who they were, and if they told the people they love because they know how they thought, they wouldn't love them anymore. So thousands of children have had to hide who they are. They've either had to hide who they are, they've gotten put out of their house, or they've taken their life. This is not a joke, people. If you're no longer gay, you're no longer in the community, fine. Then don't speak on it. But keep going, because she said they my thing is this. If you were raised in, now I don't know how it was stated, but you can infer from how they were talking that she was raised in a Christian household, right, baby? So this particular daughter was gay. So if she didn't see that growing up, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how I'm trying to say it. If you were raised in your very Christian household and you still,
I think it's more or less. Can
you
y'all
understand what I'm saying?
can y'all hear me? I think it's more or less. She was live. How she knew she was gay if she was in a Christian house? That's what you're trying to say.
No, I'm saying that if you were raised in a Christian household and you're still gay, that's what I'm saying. My thing is, it's nobody's born gay.
Hmm.
Okay.
I don't know, but it's hold on.
Nobody made me feel the way I felt. Nobody made me think women were beautiful even before I understood what that meant. Nobody made me love anybody. Nobody made me straight. So, go ahead. Continue with them. Now, you're focusing on the very disrespectful, rude, homophobic comments that he made. They didn't hear what she said? Oh, okay, go ahead.
The gay community was doing, or some people don't like it, they're canceled. And I just feel like if Lil Nas, he can twerk on the devil, he can blaspheme God, and y'all don't cancel him. Y'all actually agree with him.
Well, you know that we living in the world where, Tina, right is right. I mean, right is wrong, and wrong is right. I said that in another video, but it's the truth. And it's like, if you're not, it's
What?
like, get with the program. This type of world we're living in today. Get with the program. If you're not with the program, like, you don't count where there is. I'm standing for right. I'm gonna stand on rightful ground. I'm not gonna, agree with everything the world do. But like, to be accepted and to fit in and all that type of stuff. It's almost like you gotta kiss their feet, and
It's like, what did she say? Oh, I hit the wrong thing. I meant to.
Go ahead. What she say? Right is wrong.
What she just said. It's almost like you got what?
Let's go back.
Right there.
Pause your thing.
It's almost like you gotta kiss their feet, and I don't blame you. I refuse to do that too.
You can't compare someone making a video because to someone saying what he said. Now, if you don't agree or don't like the imagery that was in Lil Nas' videos, don't watch them. Their videos, he put them out just like everybody else put out. You have no problem with the. It's almost like anytime anyone does anything when women do it, I'm gonna say that it's like Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Lil Kim, Nicki Minaj. It's like when a woman says something sexual, when a woman does something overtly sexual or nasty and says stuff, there's a problem. But there's no problem when a man does the exact same thing. There's no problem when a man does it. It's just like and I'm not calling Lil Nas X a woman, but they're feminizing him and treating him like when the girls do their little nasty videos. But you don't say anything about the dudes that have the strip clubs in the video, guys that make porn, guys that, and I'm not just talking about rappers, I'm talking about across the board. When there's just naked ass everywhere, all over the videos, y'all are cool if it's a dude saying it, because I guess he's supposed to do it. If it's a heterosexual male doing it, he's supposed to have naked women and talk about and say this, and the third. But if a woman or a feminine man does it, there's a problem. He shouldn't do that. It is an agenda. They're pushing it. They make women look bad. They make gay men look bad. They make black women look bad. They make black. No, they don't. They're making a video. It's a video. It's just like anything else. It's just like any fiction that you see. They're not making an autobiographical video. They're not making a historical video. He made a little nasty song. He made a little nasty video. Now, at one point, it was fine. I don't know why people think the nasty stuff just came out today. Because I know the song Put It in Your Mouth is what, 20, 30 years old. And I promise you they were not talking about chicken when they said that. If it does not pertain to you, don't speak on it. That's my problem with this entire situation. Don't speak on it. And another issue I have, she just was this particular video just happens to be an example of a much bigger and wider problem. One, this don't have nothing to do with you. So you making an entire video just so you can either piss people off or get people on your side or let people know how godly and righteous you are. That's cool, but it does the opposite. I'm looking at somebody speaking on a situation that, and it's not like you're speaking. It's just, Leilani, help me. My words are not coming because I'm trying to be respectful. And I need help.
Okay, well, this is what I want to throw
What they
out
saying
there.
in the chat? I need some help because
Nothing. You're not saying nothing in the chat, but they did this video. I'm gonna assume because I saw uh, Tina on, was it Donkey of the Week or one of them type things, where she was talking to somebody and she said something very, very homophobic. Like she said something really off the wall. And then I guess this was their cleanup conversation to fix what she said. I can't hear Lisa. We can't hear Lisa.
it is not. Oh, go ahead. Don't you got a mute button? Um, it's not your fight. It's not, you don't have a horse in the race. You don't have a dog in the ring. So why are you speaking on it? Excuse me. No, no. Okay. it's my thought process is fine. It's just that when you try to use your platform to bring down other people, to get a point across that nobody asked for, to not uplift but downgrade, because it's not like you're trying to educate me. It's not like you're giving actual points, and it's not like you're giving actual facts or points or statistics or education. That's not what you're doing. You're giving unsolicited opinions, advice, comments, and concerns about something that doesn't concern you. And in the process, there are people out there right now that would see something like this, that are having a crisis of faith when it comes to their sexuality, and they'll see this and they'll see others, and in themselves they won't see the beautiful person that they are in the mirror. They will see the distorted person that these videos make them see. You're talking about an agenda that we're pushing when perception is reality. I can't make you gay. I can't make nobody gay. Nobody can make anybody gay. You can't make it. You can't fake it. You can't. It's like when you tell someone that you're gay, or have a wife, or have a girlfriend, oh, you must have been abused in your past. That's why you don't deal with men. A man must have hurt you. That's why you don't deal with men. You're not right with God because you know you're going to hell. The choice of who I love is going to send me to hell. The choice, my sexuality, is going to send me to hell. Not your judgment, not your bigotry, not your prejudice, not your making the religion fit what you want it to fit, but who I choose to love is going to send me to hell. Okay, go ahead.
I'm not. If I don't fit in, like I said, you just don't fit in. But I'm trying to figure it out. If he make a accusation against him, or he just said it was something that he didn't stand for. Or something.
I think it was like, it could have been an accusation. It could have been. It could have. I know what he said, but it was kind of like an accusation, but kind of the people there at that concert that day.
Now I'm gonna go further out.
Like we always say, God loves the people, but He hates the sin.
Mm-hmm.
It's what gets me is that when you try to reach out to Him in that way and say, well, you can't, serve two masters. The Lord already says that you're gonna love one and you're gonna hate the other. And He's not a God that you can just kind of, well, let's, let me do this, God, and let me be gay and I'll serve you. He's just not like that. It's not gonna happen. He's not. He created you for who you are and what He wanted you to be, because He has a purpose for your life. And a lot of people say, well, some people was born like that. No, I don't believe that no one was born like that. I believe that it may be a spirit that dwelled over you while you was coming out your mama's womb, or inside your mother, her womb. Maybe that's there, because you can read to a baby while you're pregnant. And whatever that baby hears, it's like that baby knows that mother's voice or whatever. That baby, when that baby comes out, is crying, but as soon as it hears that mother's voice, it calms down because it knows that that's the voice that I was hearing inside this womb. That's her, So whatever we do and say around our even in our pregnancies or whatever, I believe that it affects kids. I used to didn't believe that, but it does. As I'm saying, it does affect the child.
Now I'm about to piss some people off. This is what it is. Okay. Okay, let's roll with what you just said. The young lady sitting next to her was in the gay lifestyle for I think quite a bit of time. So what spirit was that was over you? Hmm? What were you reading? Did you just get religion? Did you just recognize the word of God recently? Did it just dawn on you now? Since she's not gay anymore, now you can say what you want. I'm gonna ask my question is this: who you believe in is a personal choice. It is your faith that allows you to believe in God. However, does your faith negate someone else's? Does your faith in God negate a Muslim faith in Allah? Negates a Jewish person's faith, or a Hindu, or a Buddhist, or pagan for that matter? Does your faith mean all the other people are wrong? And when you say things with certainty, it leads me to wonder what you teach and what you actually know. Um, what you- oh, sorry. Christianity in the scheme of religions is relatively young. Christianity is and it is wide reaching, but it's not the only religion. So when we speak about our religions, one of the main tenets is treat others as you wish to be treated. So you wish for people to respect your religion. You wish for people to respect your faith and your spirituality, but you don't respect theirs because anything other than yours is wrong. When you say the spirit of gayness with such conviction, as I don't know what to say. I don't, Leilani, somebody help me. But because I don't know, I'm trying to look in the chat because maybe somebody in the chat can help me. I'm of the mind that live and let live, be you, do you, as long as it don't hurt nobody. I'm of that mind. That's the mind I'm of.
I
That's my
think the thing
YouTube
is
signed up.
with this particular family, they got the struggles going on in their own house, and with the
I'm just
Tina
trying to get
saying I
on.
used to be gay.
I
Well,
don't know the password. I
girlfriend
can't
lived
get on
with
here.
them for a
All right.
long
No, don't
time,
worry about it. I don't know. I was trying to do it on my iPad, but
and but it was just her friend. And then I think they moved out, and that's when she became gay. And then when she moved back with Mama, she wasn't gay no more. Like it's a conflict in that house. Period. Tina don't know where she stands.
at the end of the day, we can play this video for 4 hours on a loop and we still won't learn anything. And that's my problem. If you're using this platform, if you're using this platform for entertainment, entertain somebody. If you're using this platform for personal growth, get your story out there. If you're using this platform to inform somebody. However, you spouting off things, the spirit of stay in your lane. Stop. If it don't apply to you, don't speak on it. If I need a lawyer, I don't go to a doctor. Within the medical field, if I need a podiatrist, I don't go to an optometrist. If I didn't call you, don't come. Stop inserting yourselves into places that you don't belong.
Boss Lady Lexi said, I can only stand before God for myself. You can teach your children right from wrong, but whatever path your children take, you still love them, my opinion.
And that's fine. And see what you said? You can only stand for you. You can only cover the ground you walk on. You can give your children wisdom. You can give your children experience. You can give your children a foundation. You can give your children a safety net, but you cannot walk their path.
But then she just said something when the baby is in the womb, pretty much.
Because we read about, because see, when people, here's the thing. I knew there's a great lack of substance in this video and the other one I heard last day, which is why I don't want to keep going, because it's just pissing me off. And I'm trying not to be pissed off. I'm trying to be not cordial, but I'm trying to stay in a certain area. Because people use religion as a weapon. You start to spout scriptures that you think apply to the situation at hand. And they may or may not, because scriptures are up for interpretation. But you don't remember what else religion has been. Religion is weaponized against women. Religion has been weaponized during slavery. It is a good thing to keep a slave. They can show you passages in the Bible where they can tell you the Bible said this and the Bible said that. God does this and God does that. It's like you ignore the basic tenets. You ignore what it really stands for, and you go nitpick it so it can stand for what you want it to do. Recently, I was raised, and here's the thing. I was raised on the church. I was in a church 7 days a week. I went to church 5 days a week, sometimes 7, depending upon the week. I went to a Catholic school. I went to a Methodist church. I sang at all of the churches as I grew up. So when I hear about things that have been done in the name of religion, it makes me sad. When they found the bodies of those hundreds of Indigenous children buried under a day school in Canada, when they were taking the children out of their mother's arms, I guess they were thinking they were going to a better life when that was death. All over the world, you use religion not for what I feel it should be used for, to give comfort, to give people faith, to give people hope, to see that you can stand anything, to see that you can get through anything. You can use these tomes to give you guidance, and a sense of peace. That to me is what you should use religion and spirituality for, not shaping it into the form of a weapon so that if you don't believe what I believe, you're going to hell. If you don't believe what I believe, you're evil. If you don't believe what I believe, or if I believe who you are and what you are is not for the God I serve. And here's what I said. Did you see what I serve? You don't just serve him alone. We serve him. You have individual pathways, but if we together believe, it is the prayers of not just the mother, but of the family. It is the prayers not just to those living, but from the ancestors we still draw. It is what we believe. It is my singular path. But it should be what we believe. It should be no one goes hungry. No one sleeps outside. No child dies. No child has to run from a parent or an educator or clergy because they use their authority. No woman should be scared to tell her parents that she's pregnant. No child should be scared to tell their parents or their family that they're gay.
You know, and I think that's where that may be coming from. I don't think that you're born that way though, because there's no way that
there's a lot of people that say God made me gay and stuff like that. I don't believe
and then to put that on God
is wrong.
That's wrong. Don't put God in that. That's sin to God. That is an abomination to him. He speaks about that in Leviticus, because a lot of people want to know this scripture. In Leviticus 18:22. And it says, "You shall not lie with a male as with a woman.
It is an abomination.
It is an abomination." And what he means by that, you shouldn't. You're lying with the male as if that male was a woman. Plain as day, it says it. It is an abomination to him. And my thing is, a lot of homosexuals or gay people, they get offended when you go to talk about it. That's how you know that it is nothing but a trick of the enemy every single time that you bring it up. It's not to condemn you or, God came to save the world, not to condemn the world. Right. But when you speak on it, it's like, oh, you judging. What about this sin? What about that sin?
What about gluttony as a sin?
Yeah, and all of that. We know that's sin. Everybody knows that's sin, but and we could talk about those sins too. We could talk about those sins all day, but the fact that when you go to talking about homosexuality, it's almost like you're saying, don't say that. Don't talk about that one. Don't say that. Talk about that. Watch what you say. No, watch what you say when it comes to the word of God. Should nobody have to watch what they say?
You hit it? Mm-hmm. So let me get this straight. You can speak to me about my sexuality and how I'm an abomination, but you can give your opinion about that, and I'm supposed to stop and I'm supposed to listen and sit there and take this vitriol that comes out of your mouth. But when somebody speaks upon other sins and the things that you do are not godly, there's a time and a place for that. We don't want to talk about that right now. Who asked you for your opinion? There's the question, who asked you to speak upon my homosexuality? Who asked upon you to speak upon my sexuality? Not my homosexuality, not my heterosexuality, but my sexuality. Who asked upon you to speak on who I have sex with? Who asked you? You can speak to your children. You can speak to your grandchildren. And at some point, they can stop you. You can't keep coming on here speaking in absolutes on other people's sexuality. You can't do it. Or you can do it, but you shouldn't. Let me say that. You shouldn't do it. You shouldn't speak about my sexuality, period. Who I get down with is none of your business. What is that?
I said, I feel like her daughter's still gay.
Oh, sugar lump. Whatever girl hurt her, I'm so sorry. Bless her heart. Whatever girl hurt her. Now,
Well, as
I
soon as
don't
she
know whether
moves
or not she's not
back
practicing
out the house, she will
homosexuality,
be
but if
again.
that's who you are, that's who you are. Now, you can, if it's a conflict to your spirituality, then that's something you got to work on. But my thing, if that's something you got to work on, that's something you don't work on camera. Because when you're young, your sexuality and your personal things are hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard out there. It's doubly, it's exponentially harder when you ask for the public to chime in on your personal private business. So if you're going through some things, go through some things, but go through some things at your house. Stay off YouTube.
If you guys want to get on the mic on the YouTube on the stream, you don't have to. You can mute your camera. You can turn your camera off, and if you want to talk, do less typing. Then y'all gonna make me have to read everything.
Like I said, you don't have to
All right,
agree with
boss
me.
lady Lexi said, get on the panel, guys. You can just mute
No,
your.
no,
I
no,
mean,
no,
block your camera if you want to. Boss lady said, did she give her opinion about her daughter living with a man? Did she speak on her daughter having 2 kids and not married? She just trying to open a can of worms.
Right. The thing about it is the only sin that people want to openly talk about is homosexuality. Now, there has been some debate about that particular Bible verse that people quote, whether or not that's the actual Bible verse written. There's been some debate about that. So we're going to err on the side of, since you didn't write the Bible, and since when people start speaking in absolutes like God said, how you know what he said? Because if God was talking to you, that's what you should be leading with. You shouldn't be leading with what he's saying. You should be leading with, God is coming to me in my dreams and telling me stuff. That's what you should be leading with. Because if not, you're speaking on what somebody else said. You're not speaking on what God said. You're speaking on what somebody told you God said. Now, maybe, just maybe, he's right. But you don't know that. And still, it's none of your business. That's my thing. Speak on what pertains to you. Speak on what pertains to you. I can't speak on being a grandmama because I don't have any grandbabies. So I can't tell people what it's like to have grandbabies. I can't speak on being a man because I'm not a man. Regardless of whether or not who I lay with, I'm not a man. I can't speak on what a man goes through. I can't speak on I can't speak on a man's rights. I can't speak on his trials and tribulations because that's not who I am. I can't give my opinion on that. I can give my opinion on my son, but I can't give my opinion on a man. I can't give my opinion on to a Muslim about his faith because I don't know anything about that. It doesn't pertain to me. I can't go in a synagogue and tell them, oh, you're not correct because you're not Christian, because the synagogue does not pertain to me. If it does not pertain to you, stay in your lane. Talk about what you know about. If you got an issue with somebody, speak to somebody who knows that issue. Y'all have a debate, a discussion, and a talk. And if you want to have your opinion in that situation, but still not your situation.
Leilani says she'd be gay again when she gets her own place again.
Oh, that's funny.
Eli, I'm gonna say, hey DC Lisa, I agree with you 100%. I'm a 38 and my 20-year-old daughter told me she's a lesbian, and my response was, I love you, and are you happy? I'm going to love you and be there for you.
You get to the Bible and you cherry pick and you piece it. There is one verse. Hear me what I just said. In the all of the Bible, in the all of the add-ons to the Bible, in the all of everything, there is one verse, one sentence in the Bible. And that's what y'all hold on to like it's an entire paragraph. Telling me that I'm an abomination, that my wife is an abomination, that my sister, that my best friends, we are abominations. Do you know what abomination means? Leilani, could you look that up for me? The definition of what an abomination is, because you throw that term out there like you calling me a bitch or a hoe. You need to know what abomination actually means. See, what happens is people start spouting out words that they've heard other people say, but they didn't take the time to look it up and see what it means, to see what you're actually calling someone. I'm not gonna call this child's daughter out because she got 2 baby daddies, because I'm sure it's a lot of people watching got more than that.
She said, boss lady Lexi said that daughter is hurting so she going to side with her mom. When her mother had this show about, the show about before, she wasn't trying to hear it. She can't talk about Queen because the money would be cut off, and that's so true. She talked about Queen. If y'all not familiar with Queen Naja, she that's her mom right there. But she's saying, if boss lady said basically if she starts talking about her, Queen gonna cut her papers off.
I'm not gonna talk about that baby because see, I don't live her life. I don't have 2 baby daddies, so I can't speak on that.
Right.
I can't speak about what happened, because I'm sure she thought she was gonna be with the first one forever, and it didn't last forever. You can't stop having babies just because you move on to somebody. I can't speak on that little girl because I don't live her life.
Right.
I can't speak on that. I can speak upon somebody who sings, but I can't speak upon a professional singer because I'm not that. I can't speak upon what they have to do that. I can speak upon the singing, the tone. I can speak upon the timbre. I can speak upon the mechanics of singing because I've been doing it for 50 years. Because I went to school for it. However, I'm not a professional singer, so I can't speak on what it's like in that lifestyle. I don't speak on anything with any decisiveness that I don't know about. That has nothing to do with me. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's my thing. I can't speak on the experiences of others. I can't speak on the experiences of an individual person because I don't live their life. I can't come up to the bomb squad and pick one of y'all out and tell you what you should be doing in your life. See, that's my problem. If you're not speaking words of encouragement, if you're not speaking words of support, even if you're not just speaking words of I don't care one way or the other, if you got some negative stuff to say, keep it to yourself. Especially when you're speaking on things that had nothing to do with you. Stop. If you think somebody thinks that they say the God said or the Bible said or I go to church every day or this is what I learned in Bible study, or if they think if they throw these terms out that people are going to quake in their boots and all of a sudden your opinions become facts. No, you just got facts wrapped in a Bible. But you don't do any research on anything. You don't even go so far as to Google it and see what you're calling people when you say being gay is an abomination.
All right, I'm gonna play it. You don't have to mute it. I figured it out. Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh, this is not doing what it's doing. Hold on.
Together thinking y'all gonna make it in. It's not gonna happen. You're not making it in. Plain as day. And I'm not being insensitive to this matter, simple fact, because one of my younger years, hey, I ain't gonna say I dibbled and dabbled. I did what I did. You know what I'm saying? I did what I did. Make it plain, you know. But even when I knew the Lord and I was doing what I was doing in those ways that I was in, okay, the Lord dealt with me. I couldn't. I already knew. I would tell the Lord, I know that if you come back today or tomorrow, that, you know, I'm gonna be left. I'm gonna be left here. I know if I lay here tonight and I die in my sleep, that I know I'm going to hell because my desire is wrong. It's on the wrong sex. It's wrong. Yeah. You know, and I knew it was wrong.
And when I was doing that, you know, when I was laying with a woman, I got out the church life because I didn't want to be no lukewarm. I didn't play around with that.
I didn't be a lukewarm.
It's not even lukewarm.
You ain't even warm.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you cold.
So it's like even when I was laying with a woman, you know, I got out the church life. I didn't want to sing in the choir. I didn't want to do none of that stuff because I know that I was gonna get out of church and lay back with a woman. I'm just gonna be honest.
And thank God that, you know, he kept me. He kept her.
He was tugging at me while I was in a relationship.
SD, you know what I'm saying? And then what if I would have sat there as a mother? Now the Bible says, train a child up in the way they should go. And when they grow old, they shall not depart from it. Now, what if I, as a mother, held my peace because I didn't want to offend her? My daughter be going straight to a burning hell today. She'll be lost. She'll be lost. She'll be lost in her sin. If I was going to say, yeah, that's like, y'all so cute. That's nice. And that's, I ain't judge her. You know, I still love Tina. You know, now I got the opposite. Now, when I was in that lifestyle, when I was young, very young, I didn't get that. I was cut off. My parents cut me off flat out. And I know how that felt. But sometimes cutting somebody off is not the answer. Sometimes we got to reach out to people that are out there that do feel like, you know, they're helpless in a situation. Ain't nobody gonna understand. I want to tell somebody how I feel. I got these unnatural affections. Who can I tell without somebody condemning me? Who can I tell without somebody cutting me off? You should be able to come to somebody and tell somebody about how you're feeling without them condemning you, without them judging you, without them putting you down. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. I'm saying this for a reason, because I'm not here for that. I'm not here to put you down. Right. I'm not here to make you feel bad.
Together, I mean, we shared that.
I'm here to say, you know what? God,
stop it. Pause it. Stop it. So why did you speak about it when you were in it? If you knew you were doing wrong, if you knew you were an abomination, why did you wait till you were saved and you had to be having sex with men as well because you have kids? And there's a lot of things we can do as lesbians, but make babies is not one of them, at least not on our own. I don't care if you used to be gay. That means you used to be in this conversation and you are no longer in it. Your unsolicited opinions, give them to your children. That's who you can say anything you want to. Your children, your friends, your family. That's who you can speak your mind to and give your thoughts, comments, concerns, and questions. But you and your daughter used to be. And we used to be wanting to hear what you said. Like I said, I don't know them. I don't watch them. They just happen to pop up. And actually, I didn't watch them. I was listening. I heard what they were saying. And it sent me to a different place, away from them. It sent me to everyone who does this. They're not alone in giving their unsolicited opinions and their thoughts on a subject. And we all do it. That's what YouTube is. We all get on here and give our unsolicited thoughts, opinions, and situations. That's what we do. At least I try to stay in my lane. That's my issue. Getting out of your lane, getting into somebody else's lane and causing a major pileup. When you want to speak, when you got these strong convictions about something that doesn't right now apply to you, keep them to yourself. Because as quiet as it's kept, when people say, I ain't trying to hurt your feelings, but somebody I know in love, say it, baby.
I ain't trying to hurt your feelings, but
you trying to hurt my feelings? When people say, I ain't trying to hurt your feelings, but I don't mean no harm, but Uh, you do, sweetie, because if you know that you have to say, I ain't trying to hurt your feelings or I don't mean no harm, you know that you are going to hurt somebody's feelings and you're going to cause a little harm.
Mm-hmm.
So if you know that, why say it? You don't believe in, you don't, not believe, because
Hold up, back up. Like Taz was Jazz said, the mom was gay also.
was.
Yeah.
So again, it's still what I said still applies. It does not apply to you anymore. You're not in that community. The present day in which you're speaking is not the lane. You're in the wrong lane, sweetie. You're in the wrong, baby. And this is the general, baby. This is just not to her in particular. This is to anybody. I mean, there's enough going on in the world with the powers that be that we have no control over. We don't have any control over so much of our day-to-day life that the things that we do have control over, we should make the best of them when we have a chance. If you're not speaking positivity, and I'm going to keep saying that, and it sounds like coming from me because I'm a little mean and I like to cuss, but that's only when you got me riled up. Until then, I wish everybody the best. I don't care about your religions. I don't care about your sexuality. I don't care about your ethnicity. I don't care about your traditions and your cultures. I wish everybody the best because that's universal. I don't have to know your language to give you a smile. I don't have to know your traditions to say please and thank you. Well, some of them, you ain't supposed to say that, but a nod of the head. On the flip side, if I don't agree with you, if I'm not in that community, but I'm like, oh, that's kind of messed up. I keep it to myself because we have enough negativity being spread all over the world constantly. Every time we turn on the television set, there's enough negativity. There's enough people in the world giving their bullshit thoughts and prayers and stuff to people who have lost family members, but you won't do anything to keep them from losing more family members. Right now, somebody is at home while their spouse is dying alone, while their parent is dying alone, while their child is dying alone. Right now, there's a mother who has not seen her child in weeks, months, years. Right now, there's a father who has lost a child who is wondering what he did to make that happen. There are people beating themselves up every second of every day about things they had no control over, and nobody is saying it's going to be okay. Instead, we give our opinions about being abominations and going to hell. We already know that. We don't need no extra of that. We don't need no extra of that. We need extra. It's going to be okay. You're going to be all right. Tomorrow is another day. I'll help you if I can. I might not be able to be there, but know that my thoughts are with you. Anything like that. It's not enough of that. And the only time we get that is when something really bad happens. It's the only time we get it. Not all the time. We get the hate. We get the negativity. All the time. All the time. But the positivity, the sunshine, all the stuff you say you want, we don't get that. Unless something really bad has already happened. I don't know these two young ladies on this television, on the screen right there. And I probably would never have seen them had maybe not do what she normally do and listen to different people. We need to start making it okay to stay in our lane. We need to start striving for that. We need to start striving for, instead of saying something negative because that's all I feel, how about I just keep that to myself today? All I have today is negativity. So I'm going to keep that to myself. Instead of, I'm miserable, I'm sad, I'm not quite 100% sure of myself. So let me see how many people I can bring over to that. Let me see how many young people will scroll across this and hear for the 30th time that they're an abomination. I think it's a word that's bothering me. That word gets thrown out there like it means, eh. Did somebody look up? I can look up abomination. My Google worked.
Like, Donna, did you look up
I
abomination?
got it. And she ain't got to. I don't know why I didn't do it, because I couldn't get on YouTube, but I can look up abomination. Oh, if I could spell it correctly.
She said she did. You want to read it?
Here it is.
Oh, she got it.
This is from the Oxford Dictionary. Abomination, a thing that causes disgust or hatred. And down here, if anybody uses Google, if you look down to questions people have asked, somebody said, what is an abomination to God mean? It says, an abomination in English is that which is especially loathsome, hateful, sinful, wicked, or vile. I'm not about to go and look up all them different words, because they all pretty much mean the same thing. But did you hear what I said? Did you hear what the definition of abomination was? Something that inspires hatred. Hatred and disgust. Something that, abomination is something that inspires hatred and disgust. So that's what I am. That's what DC is. That's what's up. See, because as sure as you are about your religion, and I'm saying, when I say your or you, I'm speaking generally. I'm not speaking about who the video that we're seeing, right, that we have shown is an example. She's not the only person that says and does that. This video is not the only one out there. I'm sure if you put in a search engine, people against homosexuality, I'm sure a bunch of videos will pop up. So she's not alone in her thoughts and her beliefs. But what I'm saying is, you can feel and believe whatever you like. Keep the negativity to yourself. The world is filled with it. Right now, it is open season on being African American in America. It is open season on being a woman. People are ignoring a virus that is killing millions of people across the world, saying it's not real.
Mm-hmm.
Can't trust the government. Hell, you can't trust your next door neighbor. People are calling the police because the people had a Tigger sign.
Tigger sign.
Because their
A
neighbors,
Tigger flag.
a Tigger flag. You remember Tigger, the little bouncy? Was he a tiger? Tigger the tiger from Winnie the Pooh? We got enough of that. I don't even want to. I'm not trying to be mean and derogatory toward her. Used her as an example. We have enough of that. We have enough of not being able to come to a middle ground or a meeting of the minds. We want to bump heads, but we don't want to learn anything. I'm not stuck in one belief. If you show me that something is another way, if you show me something can be done a better way, if you show me that maybe what I thought was incorrect, I'm all about learning, changing, and growing. I'm not stuck on one thing because I know as the days pass, times change. My son is not growing up in the same world I grew up in. He can't do the same things I did growing up. I can't speak on what my son is going through because he's a young man. I can't imagine what he's going through because I can't live a man's life. I can sympathize and I can make sure my son knows I'm going to be there regardless of what goes on, without judgment, unconditionally. And any negative thoughts I got, I keep to myself because they mine. See, that's the thing. Your negative thoughts and your opinions and things like that, they're yours. And I would think that you would want to keep your negativity to yourself because that'll draw attention to you from people that you don't necessarily like, you don't care for. If you don't care for my lifestyle, had you not spoken on your opinions about the LGBTQ, I would never have known you existed. I wouldn't have spoken an ill will about you or anybody else. I mean, an ill word, I'm sorry. It was the negativity. It wasn't the comments so much as the negativity behind them. And the certainty in which I'm going to hell. And the certainty in which Christianity is the only religion ever. And before Christianity, there was nothing. The certainty in which these things are spoken. Words have power. You don't think that you affect someone else, but you never know, especially when you speak the words out loud and you give them onto a platform where other people that don't know you can hear them. Because the people that know you can go, oh, that's just so-and-so. That's just such and such. This is how they are. They'll change that tomorrow. We don't know you. So we can't say that. All we see is the negative person you put out there. We can't chalk that up as to you having a bad day or because of the stuff you went through, because we don't know that. I don't want anybody to look in the mirror and not see the best version of themselves and to not see the best person. And I feel like, I know because growing up, I felt certain ways about myself because of what I was told about me from other people. You understand what I'm saying? How people felt about me affected how I felt about myself. Now, there comes a point in time in your life when what other people say don't matter. And there's a certain freedom in that when you just don't care about anybody else anymore. And it took me a long time to get to there. Now the only person can beat me up is me. But I do know that words and thoughts and expressing them have consequences. And sometimes consequences you don't even know. I don't want to be the consequence to where some little girl looked in the mirror and she felt bad about the fact she was in love with her best friend. I don't want to be the person that makes some little boy look in the mirror and feels bad about himself because he finds the football captain attractive. Do you understand what I'm saying, people? We all have a lane. And sometimes our highway is huge. We got a lot of lanes on that highway. We got mom, we got sister, we got daughter, we got wife, we got mother. Mom was mother. We have I can speak about bartending. I can speak about singing. I can speak about spades. Stay in my lane. I'm not getting over in Leilani's lane. I wasn't raised with Leilani. I don't know what she went through to get her to where she is. I can't live her life. I can't drive her car. All I can do is let her know that if she needs to cry, holler, scream, talk about somebody, I'm here. If she needs a hype man, I got you. If I ain't feeling what she said, I keep that shit to myself because that's how I feel. She said what she wanted to say, and what I felt about it, or she did what she wanted to do, and what I felt about it is my problem, not hers. And that's where we get it all twisted at. What you feel about what somebody else do is not their problem, it's yours.
Mm-hmm.
It's not their problem. It's your problem. We're so quick to tell somebody what we don't like about them. But we will keep that they look beautiful today to ourselves. We are so quick to tell a mother that we don't like the way they're raising their kids. But we won't say how beautiful you look today. We are so quick to tell somebody we don't appreciate their sexuality when that has nothing to do with us. But you won't tell them what a beautiful smile they have. But you quick to tell them the bad stuff. In these days and times where people are screaming out racial epithets and cultural slurs and anything that they can think of, nobody just screams out, "You are beautiful," and walk on. But they'll scream out, "I hate you, nigga, spick," whatever. I can't think of all. It's so many words. But you'll holler them. Go back to Africa. But you won't scream out, "Oh, I like your shirt." You understand what I'm saying? Do you see how that sounds when somebody says it out loud? I will scream to the top of my lungs how much I hate something. But I won't even whisper when I'm by myself how much I love the same something. Not me, because I'll tell you in a minute if I like your shirt. "Ooh, I like your shirt. You got a pretty smile." My wife is very secure. I ain't going nowhere. So me telling another woman that she's beautiful, because you never know if she needs to hear that today. Me telling a young man, "Boy, you better go with your little cute self." You never know if they needed to hear that. But I know they definitely didn't need to hear, "Ooh, why your shirt so tight? I don't like them shoes. You know men shouldn't wear pink. Oh, why you got your hair like that? You should cut your dreads. Oh, why is your hair purple?" Well, you know I can't say nothing about that. Well, I'm just saying. Why you dress so little? We quick to say that. When the last time you told somebody, just a random stranger, "Oh, you have a beautiful smile. You have a good day. I don't want anything. Just thought you should know." Or you walk past somebody, or you walk past somebody and go, "Oh, I like them shoes. I like them. That's nice. You look good." And go on about your day. When was the last time you were in a store and you saw these? I used to see the little books I grew up with, and I wasn't in a position to just go around walking around passing them. But I always think, you know what? I should buy some of those. If I see some little kids, I should give them to them. It's a book, and they may not ever read it. You ever thought about that? Making somebody's day? Why is it so hard to do that? It's easy to be hateful. Why is it so hard to not be? I didn't want to make this a long live because I got so many thoughts and feelings going on that I didn't want to take it and let it spread out to 2 or 3 hours. I just wanted to be very concise in what irked me. And what irked me is, didn't nobody ask you. And if they did, they probably rethinking that. If it doesn't pertain to your present and future, why are you speaking on it? If it's negative, why are you speaking on it? If you don't like something, fine. There are millions of things I don't like. But before I hurt somebody else that ain't never did nothing to me, I keep it to myself. See, they never did nothing to me. So I don't hate them. I don't dislike them. I don't know them. I have issue with what you said. And it made me think about that you're not the only one saying it. But nobody will respond. I don't want to start a debate, a war, anything. You are entitled to your opinions. And if I was militarily inclined, would gladly die for the right for you to express them. However, I am a 54-year-old Black woman who has an attitude problem. So, and I know that it is so much easier and so much better on the soul and the spirit for you to speak positively and you to speak lovingly to somebody than it is for you to speak the opposite. I know that. Because when you cussing somebody out and when you saying bad stuff, it makes your heart race, but not in a good way. Your face get red. You want to cry. You want to fight. You want to spit. You don't want to do anything good. But when you smile at the person that's coming towards you instead of looking away, when you wave at the baby in the line at the grocery store because they waved to you, when you tell a girl who done just got her hair done how good she look, when you tell a guy who done just got his good outfit on and came out the house how good he looks, when you tell somebody, I like your cologne, you got that smelling good, you better go spread the smell. When it's hard to do that, but it's easy to say, why are you gay? I don't believe in that. You're going to hell. You're an abomination. That's easy to say. I don't see how. From now on, I'm adding to myself. I'm speaking love into myself and the world. Now, there are going to be times where I'm going to slip up and cuss. There are going to be times when the old Lisa cannot be contained because that's just who it is. That's just the way the world works. But I'm going to try. I'm going to give it the good old try. But I know that I can let old Lisa out because the Lisa that says, I love you and thank you and please and you're beautiful and oh, you got a nice smile comes out so much more than the other one does. So you got to let the beast loose sometimes because people forget who you are and think they can say and do anything they want to you. Now, I don't think that I'm going to change anybody. But if I give somebody a couple of minutes of smiles, I'm good. And I wish we would start adopting that as opposed to seeing how many people we can hurt with our words. And while no, it's not a bruise, it's not a scratch, it's not a scar, it is something sometimes so much deeper. There are people right now waiting, hoping that somebody will say, hey, how you doing, babe? As opposed to nothing. I will do some more hey y'alls during the week speaking on this because this is not a one and done kind of thing. This is an ongoing process because this applies to so much that is going on in the world right now. We have to start trying to speak more positivity in the world. We have to start trying to understand that while I believe in God, you may not, and that's okay. Because I can't walk your path. I can't live your life. I don't know where you come from and how you were raised. So I can't speak on how you live. But I will honor your faith if you honor mine. And that's the thing. As long as I can give out more good than bad, I'm cool. And I just wish more people would adopt that. I wish more people would be okay with that. We're losing too many people every day unnecessarily. People take their lives. People take other people's lives. People sitting in the house not talking to their family. It's too much. And you think your words don't hold weight. But if you negatively impact one person, then the weight of what your words said is crushing. Baby, you got something to say? Leilani? Hello? You got something to say, Leilani?
Leilani, you got anything to say before we go?
I just typed out the more abominations. I mean, there's a whole lot of abominations. Everything was an abomination in the Old Testament. So I just typed out some more of them.
I'm sure it's a bunch of them, but they don't like that
That's crazy. What's up?
Yeah, they only like to pick that one, but you can look at it and be like, you know, your shoes are abomination. That shirt's an abomination. You know, your thoughts right now are an abomination. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that shrimp you ate. Every time you put a shrimp, a crab leg, any water roach in your mouth.
Even rolling your eyes is an abomination.
Wow. Oh, that's your thing.
Like I said, you should probably look up the words you say before you call somebody that. That's all about that. You should know what it means, not just say it because you heard somebody else.
Yeah. But you know, a lot of people don't know the words they're using. Like when I don't know something, I Google or I ask before I put it out there because I don't want to use the wrong words. But some people just say what they want to say because, like you said before, you know, you hear what people say and you just repeating the word, not knowing the real meaning of that word.
Well, what did you just say? You said, I don't know, I ask.
Say it again. You on mute, babe. Take you off mute.
You said, if I don't know, I ask. If I don't know something, I go straight to Google. If I haven't heard it before, I go straight to Google. If I don't know what it actually means, I know I can use it in a sentence, but I don't know the actual meaning of the word, I'll look it up. But I knew abomination had no good connotations at all. And you just throw that word out there like you're saying you're bad. Abomination is not, oh, you're a bad person. Abomination is you create. Hear me what I said. The word abominations means your very presence creates hatred in someone. Did y'all hold on? Your very presence, when you call somebody an abomination, your very presence creates hatred in someone. I do that? My bad. All right.
Anybody want to get on the panel? Click on that link right up there that I just posted if you want something to say before we go.
Oh, let me.
Anybody. Anything else you want to say, Leilani, that might be pertaining to what we're talking about? Your honest opinion about the whole situation? Nope. I guess we can close it out then. What's up, Casey? You said wow. What you say, wow? I don't know what you mean. But so we gonna close real talk out. I mean, it was just the whole thing of that video that I watched yesterday. Like I kind of like binge watch a lot of YouTubers, and then I came across one of the YouTubers I actually play video games with. She was talking about it, so I was like, "What is?" The title caught my eye, so I was like, "How you can have an opinion?" I mean, everybody can have opinions, but certain opinions need to be well left alone because you don't know. Like Lisa said, would strike a nerve to anybody because of your opinion. That really ain't got nothing to do with pertaining to you. But then she turned around and said she was gay once before, so it kind of like how you say one thing but you was gay before. It was like how you judge.
She said even when she was doing it, she knew she was wrong.
Right, right, but you did it. All right, baby, go ahead and close it out then. Nobody want to get on the panel. Um, I'm about to head out anyway.
Am I? Oh yeah. Hit the thing. So guys, I haven't seen any of the chat. For some reason I'm signed out of my YouTube on my iPad. So
Because remember the password.
oh yeah. So I will see the chat in the replay and I'll answer if people got questions in them comments. I'm open for
Hold up.
comments, concerns, and questions.
Wait a minute, we got Casey.
Hey
Hold on.
y'all, I just
Oh
wanted to come
hey.
here and say, hey girl, hey.
Hey. Hey girl, hey.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna mute my mic.
I was trying to mute yours because it's gonna echo.
Yeah. I'm just here. I just came in at the end. I was just reading the title. I really didn't hear all the stuff that had went on, but there's so many people. My thought is there's so many people out there that feels like that their words mean something in your life, and your walk is your walk, whatever that is. And so I was Lisa with her wisdom and knowledge. I came in as she was talking, about the abomination, and you were talking about looking up things. And if we did more of education, if we learned something every day and took a word and actually learned it and learned the terms of it and how to use it in a sentence, it would make life so much better. I mean, if you stop learning, you die. And I don't mean like a physical death. I mean a mental and spiritual death. You will die if you stop learning. So instead of directing words and terms and things at people about your opinion, about who they are and what they believe in, if you worried about your own walk, you wouldn't have to worry. If you put on tunnel vision, you wouldn't have to worry about somebody else's walk and what they're going through.
Exactly. Word lane. Stay in it.
Take your thing off mute, baby.
Stay in it.
Mm-hmm.
Just be. You ever notice when you're driving and you drift into somebody else's lane,
Mm-hmm.
you cause problems?
Yep.
If I'm driving down the highway and I drift over into Casey lane, I'm either gonna hit her car, make her hit somebody else, or cause an accident because I'm somewhere I ain't supposed to be. My issue is I have no problem with opinions. You don't have to believe in my sexuality because it does not begin or end my sexuality. It is your beliefs. If you do not believe that people are born gay and that this is a spirit from the devil, then don't date a woman if you're a woman, and don't date a man if you're a man. If you have these feelings and you still feel that way, that's something you kind of got to work out within you.
Yes.
Stop wrapping your religion around things and throwing it at people thinking religion is going to keep them from saying something to you.
Mm-hmm.
Spirituality is ancient. Christianity is not.
Absolutely. Say it again. What you say?
Spirituality, let me say again.
Yes.
Spirituality is ancient. Christianity is not. It is one aspect of how people believe, and one aspect in how they praise, and it is one aspect in who they follow, but it is not ancient. And for every person that assigns African American to their name, you should really look up your ancestors. You should really read on that. But you can't make me be something I'm not. You can't come at me with your Quran and tell me this is the only right way. You can't come at me with your Torah and tell me this is the only right way. It is your only right way. But as we grow, as we live, we go through so many incarnations. We change and we metamorphose from this butterfly to that butterfly, from this cocoon to that one. We start out one way because I'm sure the 5-year-old you is different than the 10-year-old you, is different than the 20-year-old you, is different than the now 54-year-old me.
Mm-hmm.
Because who I saw as I grew up is not who I am now. And when I change some things, I don't know, because that may take my son out of my life. That may take my wife out of my life. So would I change some things? I don't know. Because I am at a place now where I found love and I have a beautiful family. So would I risk that to go back and be something I thought I should be? Or would I go on the path that I'm on? And every day that you wake up is another day to further that path. But my thing is, and always will be, negativity is a part of the human condition. We all have them feelings. Sometimes we wake up choosing violence. I know I have. I have woken up and hated the sun. It is just that day, and I don't know why. I sat quietly by myself, flipped channels, played games, and bought stuff on Amazon. I did not give it out to the world. I did not call Casey and tell her, I don't believe in your hair. You know what I do? Because on my 55th birthday, I'm going to look like you. Play with it.
How you go there?
That's just, you understand, there are three, in the pictures right now, there are 3 different people. Mm-hmm. There's a masculine identifying woman that I'm married to. There's Casey, a nice, beautiful black queen. Look at her face. That is what is on the walls in Africa. That looks like my family sitting next to me. And there's me, a biracial woman who can present white, but was raised black. In the South, in the 70s. Who came out in her 40s. That is who is sitting on here. There are 3 women. We're all women. But there are 3 exponentially different paths, and each path is beautiful in and of itself. And I can't say anything about Casey's path because it wasn't mine to say anything on. It wasn't my path. I can't say anything about my wife's path because it's not my path. Our journey together, our marriage is our path, but her life is hers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my issue with all of this. You can have your opinions, but stop speaking your negativity into the world. There's enough negativity going around.
Mm-hmm.
The world don't need anymore. We got it. We're full. The gauge is at full. You know how you go to the gas station and you know you put the gas until it click and then you click, and you keep clicking. Mm-hmm. The world is at full click of negativity.
Yes.
So how about, instead of saying you're an abomination and you're going to hell, how about seeing how this person got to that point before you say that?
Get to know them as a person. And
how about seeing when these feelings came about? Did they come about when you were 2 or when you were 22? Maybe there's you know what I'm saying? Find, before you speak your negative opinions, see the path they were on to get to where you are now, because you don't know what that's my thing. I try not to get on YouTube and say negative stuff because I don't know how my words can affect just one person. I don't know if one young lady is going to look at this and go, and I'm fat shaming. How the hell am I fat shaming somebody? But it can be done. But I'm fat shaming. So this baby is in the mirror thinking she's not beautiful.
But
Or
we
I'm going to
need
get
your
on here talking
realness.
about, well, I don't really date people who are, or I don't really date dark skinned Black people. That's just not me.
There's a lot of them
And I
out there
get
like that.
somebody beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
looks in the mirror and says their skin color is ugly. I don't really date tall women. I don't think that's attractive in a woman. And then some girl who has been bullied about being taller than everybody else is crying because of just the little words I said. It's not necessary. My negative words do not increase me at all. They don't add money to my pocket. They don't even add good karma to just in case. God is not the only game in town. See, that's the thing. We're working on faith and we're working on hope. And negativity does not make any of that. You can't make negative hope. You can't make negative faith. And if all you have is negative stuff to say, I try every day to tell somebody they're beautiful. I started watching TikTok. And the little short 1 minute, 3 minute things are good for me because sometimes I have a little ADHD and I don't like to hear people talking. So, but when they get on there and the little girls are now they have a platform to where they can express themselves. You see a little girl get on there who's chubby, like I was. I wasn't fat. I got fat when I got grown. I was a little chubby, and now I would have been fine. Had I been out now, I'd have been like, oh, I'd have been a Nova. What is that, Fashion Nova? What? I'd have been butt booty ass naked at every club I went to. Play with me. Play with me. But there's still the little girls out there, even famous. Lizzo can't be herself without 13 billion people talking about she Black and ugly. Why? What is the necessity for that? That little girl is living her best life. I am so proud of that little girl. Well, I keep calling her little girl, but she young enough to be my child. So that little girl is out there living her best life, doing her thing. And she's beautiful. Say that. Keep your she fat to herself. She knows she fat. Trust me. PSA. Every fat person in the entire world, in the history of the world, all over the world, we all know we fat. We know we fat. We see the fat rolls right now. I'm looking at 3, 4 of them right now. We don't need anybody telling us we fat. But you're not trying to tell me I'm fat to make me better. You're trying to tell me I'm fat to hurt my feelings. You're trying to tell me I'm fat so that you can make me cry, so that you can make me sad, so that you can make me fat and shrink in on myself.
Yeah.
You're not telling me you got issues with the homosexual community because you want to uplift us and because you really think your words are going to get us into heaven. You want to say that so that you can make me feel bad about myself. You're not trying to help me get into heaven. You're not telling me where to meet you at church. You see what I'm saying? There are other ways. If you think that I'm going to hell, then tell me what church you want me to meet you at. Tell me what day you want to have this Bible study. We can Zoom from hell. Right now, Lil Nas can be in hell, grinding on the devil, zooming right now. If you want to have a chat about his Lord and Savior. But that's not what you want to do. You want to make people feel bad about who they are.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Your thoughts, comments, concerns, and opinions of no matter.
They are null and void.
But stop using them as weapons to hurt people.
Mm-hmm.
Because because there'll come a day when you're going to be on the wrong end of that opinion, them thoughts, them comments, and the concerns. And you already put all that negative out there. Ain't nobody going to come pat your back. Ain't nobody going to come tell you it's all right. Because all them people that was hyping you up going to be right there in your comment section talking about, well, you know, maybe you shouldn't have thought that way. Thank you, KC. I ain't seen you in a long time.
I know. I had to come see you because I ain't been around. I've been in
But
incognito.
do your thing, baby.
But
Do your
let
thing.
me tell you that I felt it. I believe it. Trust me, I've been through it. Being a dark-skinned woman in this world, being fat in this world, all these things people feel like they need to, you know, you need some kind of validation from them for you to live. And so the thing is that, you know, I tell people all the time, if I don't ask you for your opinion, if I don't ask you, don't give it, because I will. And the thing is, you need to continue to have the girls need to hear your realness. They don't need to hear your fakeness. They need to hear the realness, because the problem is that people are walking around here feeling like they can just say anything to you at any time, and you're supposed to be absorbing it, taking it in, just because they said it. And so the thing is, for me, is that, like, being on these YouTube streets, I have many people that have attacked me over the years for one thing or another, from my skin color, from my hair, loss of hair, or whatever, my beliefs. I am not a religious person because I don't believe in those kind of rituals, but I don't knock people who are. You know what I mean? If that's your rituals, if that's what you believe, if you don't believe in God, I have a son who is bisexual that don't believe in God, but guess what? I love him just the same. Okay. And so it doesn't matter what I think about his sexuality, or I love my son unconditionally, no matter what he does, no matter what he believes, because even at the end of the day, I told him, I said, you have been living off of my miracles and blessings your whole life. You know what I mean? So whatever you believe in, somewhere in behind your head, you know, the blessings that have come out of your life. So you can believe what, as long as you continue to be a good person and you have good vibes and you have good karma and you're putting good things in the atmosphere, it does not matter. Period. So people can say whatever they want to, but stay in your freaking lane, stay over there. And see, they don't like you to have real conversations and to be real, because then they get mad. Because then they say you're being rude or whatever. No, I'm giving you what God loves. I'm telling you the truth. So you may not like my truth, but this is the truth.
Right. Right.
Period. So I like your realness. You keep on being real. Keep serving them, because some people need to be served. And just
I used to.
huh?
I don't serve as often as I used to. I mean, because you know we all go through shit. I'm going through stuff right now. Personally.
Exactly. That's all right.
So I have to deal with myself. But every now and again, because I do have this platform, because a few people do want to hear what I have to say, I say it. Because I'm not going to, my negativity stays with me. If I don't like what you're saying, if I don't like your stance, while I'm at the house, not.
Babe, take your thing out. Take it.
Oh, shoot, my bad. Oh, shoot.
I'm hitting everything. My negativity stays with me, because that's where it's supposed to stay. If I don't like what you saying, I'll be sitting right here on my bed going, what the hell? And I keep going. I don't get up under your comment section. I don't attack you personally. Why would I, if I don't like the work, if I don't like your thought process, why would I attack your hair and your skin? That's what I don't understand. If see, that's what I don't understand when people start talking about people physicality and personal things. If you don't like my thoughts and opinions, talk about my thoughts and opinions.
Mm-hmm. It's called,
you know
deflection.
What I'm saying? Let's debate that. Let's go back and forth about that. Don't get on here talking about your fat, wanna be white, whatever, or you ain't black or whatever. Look here. This
Called
is 50 years
jealousy.
of you can suck it.
Yeah,
Okay?
it's called jealousy.
So I don't know what to tell you. It is my son has to go out into the world. Your son has to go out into the world. And I want them to go out into a world where I don't have to sit here like a crackhead hoping that my baby makes it back home because of your thoughts and opinions. Because you don't believe in homosexuals, today we're going to shoot some. Because you don't believe that black men are this, and the third, today we're going to take some out. You don't believe, shut up. Keep that to yourself. Your kids are going out there. That's what I don't understand. It's like, it makes you want to cuss and scream and cry and shrivel up and be big. It makes you, the world makes you be bipolar in so many different ways because you want to I want to keep the positivity and send out the messages, but then I want to cuss folks out because I want you to just hear me because it's wrong, something wrong with you. But then I have to think about it. That's my opinion about what they said. So I keep that to myself. You see what I did there? I think you stupid. I think you crazy, but that's my opinion.
Right.
So I keep it to myself. I don't put it out there because that's my opinion. You got to say what you got to say, do what you got to do, live your life. You know,
it's frustrating.
It is so hard out here.
When you're a mature person,
to where it has gotten to the point to where we can videotape your death, but we won't intervene to keep your life.
Yes.
And that's my problem. We can get on YouTube and TikTok and Facebook and we can talk about the amazing person that you used to be and how you were and everything, but we try to make sure that you're still here so that you can benefit from how awesome you are. We will do all of these negative things and say all of these negative things about a person, but then when they're gone, oh, they were a great, amazing person. Well, if they were so great and amazing, why did you make sure they got dead? Yeah. Because you helped, you pushed them over, you kicked them in, you stood there and sprinkled dirt on their name, and then you wonder why they didn't come back smiling. But you didn't give them anything to smile about. There are consequences for your actions and your inactions.
Absolutely.
That's number one. Number two, don't have two completely different points just because you're talking about the same thing. You can't talk about Lil Nas's videos and that stuff that the baby said on stage. That ain't got nothing to do with it. Just because you were speaking about gay stuff, that don't go together. The stuff the little boy said was rude and disrespectful. And if he'd have said it about a straight person, y'all would have ran him off the stage that night. He wouldn't have been able to pick the mic back up. If he would have said the same thing about Steve and Tammy in the parking lot, what they doing and how nasty they are, y'all would have ran him off the stage. Or how disgusting what they were doing is. You would have ran him off the stage. Get out of people's bedrooms, babies. Number two, get out of people's bedrooms. Who somebody has sex with does not have anything to do with the character of the person that they are. How people get down in the bedroom has nothing to do with that. It's some heterosexual stuff that I find truly atrocious. And I'm like,
like, what are you doing?
It's some buttered up, greased up, nasty stuff right now that only a man and a woman can do together. And I'm like, okay. Get out of people's bedroom. That is not who they are. Number three, if all you have to say is negative stuff, then you have nothing to say. That's all number three is.
It's all about
keep your negativity to yourself.
They gaslighting. It's easier.
It doesn't. add anything. Me constantly getting on here talking about who I hate and who I don't like and how messed up people are doesn't add anything to me. It's not going to make me a better person. It's not going to make me have any more money. It's not going to make sure my son does well as an adult. It's not going to make sure me and my wife have enough time to get old together and hate to see each other chew. It ain't going to have nothing to do with that.
It shortens your life.
If you have nothing if you have nothing positive to say or nothing good to say, you ain't got nothing to say.
Exactly. It shortens your life. The energy that you putting out
Number
there,
4,
activity is just shortens your life.
Life doesn't care about us as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
It keeps on moving.
Yep.
If I drop dead right now, y'all may be a little sad, but everybody gonna go to work. Their kids gonna get up and go to school. Life is going to continue on without me.
Mm-hmm.
While we here, babies, make the best of it.
Yep.
Give out love. Give out happiness. Make a baby smile. Pet a dog. Pick a flower.
Mm-hmm.
Tell somebody they're beautiful.
Tell them you love them. Mm-hmm.
You don't have to be gay to know that a beautiful woman is a beautiful woman, or a beautiful man is a beautiful man.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes they don't get dressed up for anybody but themselves. But let them know, I see you. I see you, baby. You better walk it out. And I feel good just saying that to y'all.
Mm-hmm. Be kind. Just be kind.
Sometimes feeling good, the only person that can make that happen is you.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's to feel good, you got to make somebody else feel good.
Mm-hmm.
I want to thank KC. I ain't seen you in a long time. Girl, if you back, be back.
I'm back. Oh, I'm all the way back.
What's that?
I'm all the way back. I'm back.
All right, then. I want to thank Leilani, my sister from another mister. That's my sister wife. Y'all didn't know that, but she just far away and they don't have sex. That's who that is.
All right.
I want to thank my beautiful, amazing, handsome, sexy thing over there. You see him? Do you see it? You see it? I want to thank everybody in the chat. I have not seen the chat, like I said. I have no idea who is here, so I want to thank everybody. I want y'all to know, y'all do know that I love it. I love y'all guys. It's not that, ooh, I want to lay down next to you, love. It's that I want to make sure that each and every person that is a bomb squad, that is in the bomb squad, flourishes and grows and is amazing. Because if y'all are amazing, then y'all go out there and be more amazing. And then maybe we can turn the tide. And the world won't look so miserable all the time. If y'all are seeing this in the replay, baby, hit the mute thing on your side. Y'all are seeing this in the replay. Go ahead and hit that like button. Just cause. Why not? Comment down below. Whatever you want to. Right there. It's somewhere. I don't even know what a camera out on my phone. How the hell I'm gonna tell y'all what to do? I can't even find a camera on my phone half the time. How am I tell somebody else what to do? Shit. If we thought about stuff like that, the fact that I can't find the camera, how will help you? Then maybe let us switch the hell up sometime. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you're just seeing this and you click it because you did and you like what you see, subscribe. Stick around. Join the bomb squad.
Join the bomb squad.
And hit that notification bell so that every time we drop a video or go live, you guys can join us, because that's what we want you to do. We want to commiserate. We want to have a party. We want to feel better. And sometimes a smile is worth 1 billion words.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you guys so much for joining me. I could have said a whole lot. And like I said, I'll probably come back during the next week with some hey y'alls.
Yeah, hey y'all videos.
So that's really not a panel kind of thing. That's just me going, hey y'all, they get on my nerves. Let go. So like, comment, share, subscribe. Tomorrow's bingo. For all those that don't know, we do bingo. So bingo will be tomorrow night.
We gotta go.
Thank you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being on the panel with me. Thank you. Bye, y'all.
Bye.